I just got off the phone with EcuTek this morning. They were unbelievably kind with trying their best to answer my questions. Now, I did tell them that I make YouTube videos, and of course I want to try to provide you guys with any information that I can related to the whole tuning Subaru scene. With that being said, clearly they haven't released any statements. Now, out of pure respect for them, I'm going to allow them to release their information when they're able to do it. Let you guys do what you're gonna do whenever you release information. I typically actually put together like YouTube videos trying to explain stuff to people, but obviously this seems quite personal.
Yeah, the problem is there is so many unknowns for everyone, and it's such a big thing that it's not something we can give answers to or make decisions on in a few days.
Pretty much all they told me is they are still, quote, trying to figure things out. They are a UK-based company, but owned by a parent company that owns both Cobb and them. Honestly, you could like really just hear it in his voice. Clearly, he was saddened by the whole situation. And during the entire conversation, we actually got along quite well, just kind of talking about cars and the situation at hand. What we were kind of talking about and mentioning as well is clearly people that own companies like Cobb and EcuTek are pure car enthusiasts, and they wouldn't do this willingly. Obviously, very, very clearly. Whenever EcuTek is ready and has all the information to deliver to you guys, they are clearly going to do that. But I'm not that guy. I don't want to be that guy saying stuff, obviously, that isn't true. But what I can say is they are clearly working hard behind the scenes to be able to get that clear information for you guys whenever they're ready to release it to the public. So they obviously still have a lot of stuff to figure out, and I'm sure they will deliver that information when they're ready. So what does this mean for the future of tuning Subarus? Obviously, a lot of people were commenting open source tuning. I honestly don't know too much about it, so I don't want to speak on something that I don't know. But from what I understand is you get a laptop like old school, you get like a Tactrix cable or whatever it's called, plug it in and you tune away directly to your car's ECU. That's what I understand about it. So that seems like still a viable option. And also the most expensive one, which is maybe a route that I plan on going down, which is getting a standalone. And I believe the Haltech will be the least expensive route. But it's going to be pretty expensive to tune on a standalone because you're starting from ground zero. So as far as if you still have an access port and your car is running, currently what I'm going to be doing is I'm not plugging in that access port to my computer because from what I understand, it will automatically update. And I don't want that. And when it automatically updates, if you plug in, from what I understand is I will most likely get a check engine light because that current software on there is utilizing stuff that is no longer able to tune or toggle off or manipulate, like TGV delete, secondary air, stuff like that. So if your car runs good, then you're pretty much as is until you figure out the route that you want to go down, which is, I guess, just open source tuning or getting a standalone. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the rest of the year kind of turns out when real solid information gets let out, released to the public, and how just the whole tuning modification scene really for everything is going to change. I feel like as you know, people just in general, we evolve and we adapt and hopefully overcome things like this. I always try to stay optimistic, so I hope you guys can as well. But give me your thoughts down below. I just want to say I really appreciate EcuTek's time this morning for having that conversation with me, and I'm very excited to hear them release clear information when they're ready. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you on the next one. Peace.